This is ABC 7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. The City of Venice hopes a new sustainability project will bring more clean energy into the city's power grid. More than 100 solar panels are going up in a parking lot at the Venice Community Center. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us live from Venice with the benefits of this project. Christopher?
Well, good evening, Scott. This project began only last week with the groundbreaking, and while the guys have left for now, they've almost gotten the entire project complete. Workers are welding together the last bits of the frames. Later this week, the structure will get its most important part, solar panels.
The energy generator is going to go into the overall grid system. It will benefit the public in general. It's a clean source of generating electricity.
In fact, it'll collect enough power to run 10 homes per year. Steve Patterson with Power Production Management is the project superintendent.
We don't have to use traditional methods in terms of coal. That's about 60,000 pounds of coal that doesn't have to get burned every year.
Florida Power and Light pitched the idea to the Venice City Council a few months ago. The city agreed to sign a 30-year contract with FPL to install this solar parking cover.
This is an opportunity for them to showcase how you can take solar panels and use them for a secondary benefit of shaded parking.
With the temporary public library in the same parking lot, shaded parking is A-OK with Diane Karen.
I think we've wasted a lot of energy already by not curtailing the solar energy that we have available to us.
But Karen does not want to see a lot of tax dollars go into the project. She says solar power is great, but money is needed elsewhere.
This is all being paid for by FPL. There is no city or any public funds being included in this project.
The project has a September deadline, but the manager told me today they plan on having the solar panels on the roof by the close of business this week and the wiring from FPL done next week, having this solar power carport on the grid. Reporting live in Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Christopher, thank you. It's now August, which means you can pretty much expect your power bills to keep climbing, but there are some things you can do to keep it under control. Tomorrow, representatives from Florida Power and Light will be in our studios to answer your questions. They will also go over some simple steps you can take to save money on your power bill. You can call and speak to an FPL employee anytime between 5 and 6:30 tomorrow evening. Just call the number on your screen. It's 552-3127, again beginning tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. An update now on the future of the Rabonia Community Center in Manatee County. Earlier this summer, the center reopened for the first time in 3 years. The center hosted a 6-week program for local children. That center has once again closed, though. County officials say if their proposed budget is approved next month, the center will get $125,000 worth of renovations, which will include new windows, a new roof, and playground equipment. The plan is to reopen the center by October and provide more programs for children and seniors. Now that improvements to Fort Hamer Park are wrapping up, Manatee County officials are focusing on another park project in Parrish. County officials say work should begin on Hidden Harbor Park in the second half of 2017 once the Fort Hamer Bridge opens. The $1.2 million improvement plan will include a picnic area, a splash park, kayak and canoe launch. Improvements will begin with landscape and habitat restoration, and the work is expected to take about 4 years. Another project that is 4 years in the making is the controversial sewage lift station facility in Sarasota. And today, the city closed down a major road near that project. ABC 7's Ray Collins joins us now with details. Ray?
Yeah, Scott, Osprey Avenue is indeed a busy road right through the heart of the city. But for the next 12 to 18 months, the area around the bridge will be closed between Mound and Bay Vista. The city is hoping you'll take US 41 as a detour and not the more residential Orange Avenue. Last week, the project engineer told us he's hoping this road closure won't hurt businesses or affect residents too much in that area.
We're here to listen to them. If we can change the method of traffic to help the businesses and the residences, we will do that if we legally can.
So the bridge is closed while engineers micro-tunnel under the Hudson Bayou. Amazing technology. The work on the sewage plant begins next year in Lukewood Park at the 41-301 split. Scott?
All right, Ray, thank you. Marie Selby Botanical Gardens in Sarasota will stay open late tonight so you can see and smell one of its famous corpse plants in bloom. It's time for round 2 at Selby Gardens. The second corpse plant, which is named Audrey, is blooming tonight. Audrey's size has eclipsed her predecessor, Seymour, and stands nearly 6.5 feet tall. Selby officials say the plant's not-so-pleasant scent will be very strong for the next 24 to 48 hours. Selby Gardens staying open until 9 o'clock tonight to give more people a chance to check it out, if you're so inclined. Let's go over to Bob now for another check on our weather tonight. Bob?
A little breeze, right, to move that smell around, I guess. Scott, if you thought it was warm in July, well, it was. Here's the official from the National Weather Service, the ranking. It is the warmest July on record ever. In fact, the average is 82.4. We were averaging 85.4 degrees. That's with the low and the high of the day. And that temperature well above the average. And on top of that, it's the all-time record warm month, and records have been kept since 1911. So it's the hottest month ever recorded since 1911 here when records began. And that's pretty amazing if you think about it. Showers and storms, we had a lack of that throughout July across Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, so we didn't get as many cooling showers, and our overnight lows were unusually warm for the entire month, and that really what has set us off. And you can see some heavy rain now down into Charlotte County, pushing off toward the northwest. We had a brief shower near Palmer Ranch. It's still a little bit of light rain lingering throughout that region near Osprey and near Central Parkway. This is all pushing off to the northwest. Other showers will pop up on the outflow from these storms down to our south. Well, much more on this and the tropics coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The worst hot air balloon disaster in the U.S. is prompting new safety concerns. 16 people died when a hot air balloon hit power lines in Texas Saturday. The balloon took off outside of Austin and traveled for about 8 miles. Investigators say the balloon hit the high-tension wires while descending. The balloon then went up in flames and crashed into an open field. Authorities say all 16 victims were found near the basket of that balloon.
You could see that they were just stuck. The flames that go into the balloon, they were coming on and going off.
Investigators say so far they've recovered 18 cell phones, cameras, and iPads, which they hope will help put together a timeline of what happened. They now plan to look at 3 main factors to determine the cause of the crash: the balloon, its operators, and the environment. A man led police on a wild high-speed chase in the Miami area. Authorities say it started after he reportedly threatened someone on a Metro bus. He managed to get into a rental car and drive down I-95 in Miami Gardens. The chase ended when the car crashed into a police vehicle. The driver came out with his hands up and dropped to the ground, and officers took him into custody. Governor Rick Scott plans to make a stop on the Suncoast later this month to honor local veterans. He'll be in Bradenton to present the Governor's Veterans Service Award to those who have been honorably discharged from the military. The ceremony will take place on August 25th at the Bradenton National Guard Armory on 13th Avenue. Those interested in receiving a medal must bring proof of their service. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, a shortened version of the popular back-to-school sales tax holiday in Florida. What will and will not be included in tax-free this weekend. And Fitbit may not be the only thing counting your steps. The technology that Disney is now looking into to better track its visitors.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Come uncork your inner artist at Painting with a Twist. Bring your favorite bottle of wine and appetizers and enjoy an evening out with friends to celebrate any special occasion. It's perfect for a girls' night out, birthday parties, or a fun date night. Painting with a Twist offers 2 or 3 hour classes that are instructed by local artists, and there is no experience required. We now have 2 convenient locations in Sarasota and Bradenton. Visit our website to view our calendar and schedule your next party today.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called 3-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dottole Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Get your shopping list ready. The annual back-to-school sales tax holiday will kick off this Friday, but the holiday will be smaller and shorter than previous years. Instead of running for 10 days, this year will only last through the weekend. Shoppers will not have to pay state or local sales taxes on clothes worth $60 or less and on school supplies worth $15 or less. That's a major drop from last year when shoppers could buy clothing worth $100 or less without paying taxes. Another big change this year: computers are not included in the tax break. Disney World may one day be able to keep track of its visitors by their feet. The theme park is exploring foot tracking technology. Walt Disney World Company recently received a patent for the new technology from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. This technology would involve a sensor and cameras that would help identify visitors. The park could use the data to customize the guest experience. Right now, Disney World can track guests by magic bands, hotel keys, bracelets, fast passes, and yes, your credit cards. How about that? Let's get back over to Bob for more on our weather this evening. Bob?
Yeah, pretty amazing on that front. We're looking at pretty nice weather out on the beaches today. Gorgeous day out there, lots of sunshine, and temperatures on the warm side, though, 90 degrees. You can see from the Casey Key webcam over review showing fairly quiet conditions, but way offshore there are some storms. Those are the storms and the system that brought us that heavy rainfall yesterday, and some impressive shots. We'll show those coming up at 6 o'clock. We're in between some drier air and some moist air down in the tropics. You can see that working its way through the Bahamas now in South Florida. On the scale here, starting to moisten up a bit. And a little bit drier today than it was yesterday, and that's the reason why we're not seeing as many storms, but there'll be a few through this evening due to the outflow boundary from this particular line that has developed along the sea breeze front from Fort Myers and now into Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte. So pretty heavy rainfall there, a few lightning strikes as well, heading toward Rotunda and into Inglewood here maybe in the next hour or so. As we zero in on the heavier rainfall, a few lightning strikes occurring with it near US 41 and I-75. Places to the north, we had one lone shower there earlier. There's just a little bit of rain still left with this one, but this could generate some other showers down the road. So we're going to keep about a 30% chance for a few showers. You see that last sweep. It is weakening there near Osprey. A 30% chance for a few evening storms in the mix. 93 degrees, feels like 102. And the dew point is at 73 degrees. We were close to setting a record again today to start the month of August out. Not too far away from it. 96, 6 degrees above the average. And 101, the record high set in 1972. This morning's low was right at the average and the record low at 65. And no rainfall to report. And that is not over yet. We may still see some at the airport later on this evening, but the chances aren't all that great. A little bit better chance to see some more widespread, stronger cells tomorrow as more moisture moves back into play. And along that sea breeze front, we'll see a chance for a few as it develops in the late morning and early afternoon near the coast. And then basically, inland areas will start to get the heaviest rain in the mid-afternoon, then it will work its way back toward the coast and the late afternoon and evening. You can see that futurecast indicating some showers this evening, then pushing offshore, quiet overnight, and then tomorrow morning, 1 or 2 lone showers in the late morning, early afternoon, and then it gathers in the eastern portion of our viewing area, then heads back toward the coast in the afternoon and evening. This will be a similar situation played out throughout much of this work week. So rain chances staying high all the way through this weekend, and it looks like some pretty heavy rainfall due to some additional tropical moisture moving in with this wave. And you can see it quite clearly. Some rotation appears to be with this tropical disturbance, we're calling it right now. It could soon become Earl as it heads off to the west. We talked about this earlier. Reconnaissance aircraft was on its way to investigate the area. You'll notice right before it got to Jamaica, it turned around due to some maintenance issues, and so there's no recon aircraft or information into that system. There was another one behind it we were watching last week, and really has fallen apart due to some shear in the atmosphere. There are some indications that maybe in about 4 or 5 days from now that may regenerate, but for the time being, the National Hurricane Center not giving it any chance of developing over the next several days. And water temperatures remain warm where the disturbance is going to be moving through over the next several days. So it's likely that that will become Earl before long. 100 degrees now in Dallas. It's 79, though, a bit cooler in Toronto. And Minot at 87 degrees. For boaters tomorrow, scattered late-day storms, but should be okay. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature, 91 degrees. UV index staying high up to a 10. Now, the tides upcoming for Sarasota Bay. Low tide will be at 7:54 and a high tide at 2:06. Tonight, scattered storms still possible. Otherwise, mostly fair to partly cloudy skies. Anticipated 77 for your low. Isolated late morning coastal showers are possible tomorrow, but mainly afternoon and evening thunderstorms will be in the mix. A high of 92 and temperatures staying close to seasonal averages with a little bit better chance for showers and storms throughout this week. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, we're still watching a stretch of I-75 that remains closed tonight because of a major crash involving 2 semi-trucks and multiple other vehicles. The northbound entrance ramp at State Road 70 is closed. The interstate from 70 to State Road 64 blocked off. Cars heading north have to get off the interstate there and onto State Road 70. Troopers do not plan to open that stretch until midnight at the earliest, until that scene is cleaned up. Baseball's trade deadline has come and gone, and the Rays were very busy today. Tampa Bay reportedly sending pitcher Matt Moore to the San Francisco Giants. Sources telling the Associated Press the Rays will get third baseman Matt Duffy in return. The Rays also sending outfielder Brandon Guyer to Cleveland for 2 minor league prospects. And the Tampa Bay Rays trading Steve Pearce to Baltimore for a catching prospect. The Rays will be home tonight against the Royals after sweeping the Yankees over the weekend. And your entertainment news is coming up next.
Record-setting hot weather means your AC is working overtime to keep your home cool, which can lead to high bills. That's why we're bringing in the energy experts from Florida Power and Light Company. Watch ABC 7 News from 5 to 6:30 this Tuesday to get your questions answered during the FPL Ask the Energy Expert phone bank. From smart technology to free online tools, learn how to save energy and money only on ABC 7. ABC 7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Dog days of summer got you down? Beat the heat with huge summer savings during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999, or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $18,599. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
The newly crowned Miss Teen USA is taking heat over an online racial slur. After Carly Hayes' win on Saturday, social media users pointed out the repeated use of a racial slur in what appeared to be from her personal Twitter account back in 2013 and 14. The authenticity of that Twitter account could not be verified. USA Today is reporting that commentators were referencing old tweets using the N-word from Hayes' now private personal account. The 18-year-old responded online by stating she was in a different place in her life and she apologized. Despite calls for her to be stripped of her crown, Miss Teen USA appeared to stand by its latest winner. One of the world's most famous ballerinas has tied the knot. According to E! News, Misty Copeland married her longtime boyfriend, Olu Evans, in a ceremony yesterday. Copeland is known for breaking stereotypes in the dance world. She and Evans have been together for about 10 years. The couple got married at the Montage Hotel in Laguna Beach, California. A new Harry Potter book is now in stores nearly 10 years after the final installment of J.K. Rowling's popular franchise. The midnight release of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was fitting because Sunday was Potter's birthday and Rowling's as well. Rowling did not actually write this book, though. It's actually the script of a stage production of the same name currently running in London. But the playwrights did collaborate with the author for this story. Pre-order sales indicate that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child could become 2016's top-selling book for Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And the end is near for Game of Thrones. HBO confirming Season 8 of Game of Thrones will be the last for the hit fantasy series. The upcoming Season 7 will last just 7 episodes instead of 10. The show will likely air too late to qualify for the 2017 Emmys. It's up for 23 trophies at this year's Emmys, which will air September 18th. Right here on ABC 7. Presidential election is breaking more than one record. Madame Tussauds in Washington, D.C. is creating a wax figure of the 45th president that will be ready in time for the inauguration. But this is the first time the famed attraction started working on the clay head sculptures before they were officially nominated by their political parties. It's also the first time that both candidates have previously been immortalized by Madame Tussauds artists. They're getting a good jump on the game, that's for sure. And we'll be right back with more news and weather. Stay with us.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Don Brennan. Sitting is how millions of us spend hours each day, whether it's watching TV or at work, and it poses big risks for our health. Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you just how much exercise you need to offset the risks. John?
Showers and thunderstorms are again in the forecast. We'll have details on the timing of their return.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
We're losing exotic animals on a daily basis, and the ones that we have in captivity are really the ambassadors for their wild counterparts. I'm Clayton Rozier from the Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary, housing over 150 exotic animals that needed a great home. And if you love animals, please help them. Do it locally. Support your local no-kill shelters, your local wild animal sanctuaries. Make a difference where you can.